This is Carrick Station on secure channel Ion 8. Do you read?
I'm receiving, and grateful you answered my call. I couldn't have asked for better. You are one of the Order's strongest champions. May your connection to the Force carry us to victory. You must face a powerful dark side presence and resist its influence. To fail could destroy your sanity. Or worse.
I don't fear the dark side. Whatever this evil is, I'll face it. I'm not afraid.
You should be. We received a distress signal from the planet Athiss. Archaeological survey teams were excavating Sith ruins there. They awakened something while gathering ancient artifacts. The dark side grows strong within those Sith ruins, and now the Jedi Council senses a profound disturbance in the Force there.
Why would anyone explore Sith ruins in the first place?
Their discovery was accidental. By the time anyone on the survey team realized exactly what they'd found, it was already too late. The survey team leader said his people were driven mad before being overwhelmed by something inside the ruins. He warned us to quarantine Athiss. But now intelligence reports indicate the Sith Empire intercepted those transmissions. Darth Malgus is putting together a strike team as we speak.
That Sith name sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to it.
Darth Malgus is a formidable enemy who will stop at nothing to destroy us. That is all you need to know. Whatever evil presence has been unleashed on Athiss must not be allowed to escape, or worse, become a weapon of the Empire. Take a shuttle, end the dark side threat, and gather all the Sith relics you find for study and containment. May the Force be with you.
This is Carrick Station. The threat on Athiss is over, Master Satele. We gathered all the Sith artifacts we could.
More importantly, you returned home safe. The Council no longer feels any disturbance in the Force coming from that world. Based on your discoveries, we now believe the ruins were once a great city, built by a renegade Sith alchemist, Vodal Kresh. According to these artifacts, Vodal Kresh raised an army to challenge the Emperor's rule. The beings you fought in the ruins were their descendants.
The man who was controlling everyone was a powerful Force user. He had training.
Many Sith refuse to merge with the Force when they die. It's possible Vodal Kresh still led his remaining followers, but you've ended that. If Darth Malgus had secured these artifacts and recruited the enemies you fought, it would have been disastrous. These corrupted things will be sealed away where the Sith will never find them. We owe you a great debt.
Surely we stand to learn something from what we recovered. Must we hide the artifacts unexamined?
Even the most experienced Jedi Master hesitates to work with Sith creations. Knowledge is power, but corrupted knowledge is deadly. I must report to the Jedi Council and inform them of what we've learned. Thank you again, and may the Force be with you.
Jedi, the Council sees you've arrived on Tatooine. Good. We can't waste any time. Tatooine is a vast desert world where survival is often precarious. Master Eris Vasan, one of the Jedi's best cultural explorers, was there when he dropped out of contact with the Council.
What exactly does a cultural explorer do?
The Jedi Council relies on people like Master Eris to develop relationships with the varied cultures of the galaxy. He can understand and adapt to even the most strange and violent societies. If this illness has claimed him, it would be a great loss to the Jedi Order and threaten the groups he was sent to study.
I won't let you down.
Eris hired a guide to help him navigate Tatooine's treacherous deep desert and make contact with its residents. One of Master Eris's last reports was that his guide had developed the sand rot, an illness caused by prolonged repeated desert exposure. The guide's name is Rowan Delk, and he is currently recuperating at the Dreviat Outpost Medical Center. He's your best lead.
Consider it done.
Work quickly. Master Ares is vital to the Order, and if he has this plague, well, you, more than any of us, know what that means.
Tyrants, damn tyrants, the lot of you. Treating a grown man like he's a baby. Like he can't take care of himself.
Lie down, Delk, and quit roaring. I swear, a rancor with heartburn would make less noise than you.
I'll make as much noise as I want. Hey, Jedi! You a friend of Master Ares? Get Darth Nurse here off my back, will you?
Will you give us some time, Nurse? I need to ask Delk about Master Ares.
You two can talk, but don't let him fool you into letting him walk, Jedi. He's got the sand rot, and bad.
Man breathes in a little sand, and after 20 years guiding folks through the desert, he suddenly can't make decisions for himself. What's it you wanted to know about Master Ares?
It's important that I find Master Ares as soon as possible.
I'm listening. Jedi plague? Begging your pardon, but I don't believe it. Sure, maybe some masters, but not Master Ares. He's the brightest, most level-headed guy I ever met.
These Jedi Masters are among the Order's best. That's what makes this plague so serious.
Look, you want to talk to him? You're welcome to it, but I'm telling you, he's just as sane as you or me. When I left him, he was in the desert with them annoying little Jawas. Really impressed him how they managed to survive out there.
What exactly are Jawas?
Crazy little alien fellas run around in the desert trading scrap metal, fiddling with droids. They're friendly folk, the Jawas. Even if they don't understand the meaning of the words private property, if Master Ares isn't still with them, I'm sure they'll help you find him.
I don't want to cause trouble. I just want to find Master Ares. Why did Master Ares instruct you to build war machines? I think I know this desert walker. If I help you get your parts back, will you help me find the War Maker? I believe this is what you wanted. It's a little small, don't you think?
Oh there, Jedi. Would you look at this? They let me walk around the clinic. Soon they might let me cross the street by myself. Any luck finding Master Ares?
I didn't find him, but the Jawas said he made this for you.
What's this? A message from Master Ares? I know this encryption. Shouldn't take long to crack. There. Care to see what he has to say?
Rowan, you've realized by now that I've left those most resourceful of creatures, the Jawas, in pursuit of greater things. I came to Tatooine to discover the secret to life. Not its creation, but its ongoing survival. How do some species thrive while others fail? A great darkness is coming, Rowan, and to withstand it, we must know the answer to that question.
You chose a strange place to start.
Like I said, he saw something in those critters. He had such a way with them.
I believe that the Jawas, whose enduring civilization thrives in spite of Tatooine's harsh conditions, would answer that question.
Their technological prowess is quite the achievement, though their ability pales in comparison to my own. I wonder why he abandoned them.
But during my daily meditation beneath the pillars, I saw a vision on the cave wall that showed me the error of my assumptions. I now know the true original people of Tatooine, the warriors whose knowledge I will use to stem the coming darkness.
What is he talking about? Who are these people he's gone to?
You really want to find this guy, don't you? I don't get it. Sounds perfectly sane to me. Master Erez used to take lights out to a cave near the rock pillars at night and meditate. Sounds like that's when he had his vision. Yeah, you're a Jedi. Maybe you could do the same thing.
That's not how visions or the Force work.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. All we know is that Master Erez saw something in that cave. He sent me this message for a reason. He don't know these tyrants are keeping me under lock and key. Maybe he expected me to go. Left some indication of where he went, in case I decided to follow.
That's a pretty serious cough.
Nothing. Nothing. Just a sand rot acting up. Dirt in the lungs. I'm fine. You can use my old tracking flares as lights. The cave gets pretty dark. Just be careful out there. Rumor is the sand people are getting riled up. Don't let them catch you with your lightsaber sheathed. Jedi! Did it work? Did you see Master...
What Master Erez saw wasn't mystical at all. It was a carving made by the Sand People.
A carving? Now, Master Erez never mentioned a carving on those walls. What did it show?
Let's see if I can explain this.
I'm listening. The Sand People are the oldest group on Tatooine? Doesn't say much for progress. Still, I bet none of them get the sand rot. I have a hard time believing Master Erez would do anything so cockeyed as working with the Sand People. At least the Jawas are good for droid repair.
I just need to find him, to make sure he's okay.
Wait. What did you say the symptoms of this thing were? Delusions? Paranoia? What, violence? One group of Sand People has been unusually aggressive lately. Normally, they stick pretty close to their camps. I'm not saying I think Master Erez is behind it, but maybe it's worth looking into.
Now you're starting to use your brain.
I can only go by what I've seen of the man. I'm sorry. There's a farming settlement out at Malcolm's Dunes that's been reporting a lot of Sand People activity. I'll meet you out there. I know some of those folks, and I can help your investigation.
I thought you weren't supposed to go out into the desert.
Says who? Bunch of doctors never set foot outside of Anchorhead in their lives? Besides, it'll do me good. Don't care if it kills me. I'm tired of being an invalid.
What's happened here? Looks like some sort of massacre. Holiday, don't look!
Listen, Delk, we got broken vaporators, a pile of wounded, and our food stores are almost completely gone.
That lunatic said he was a Jedi and a friend of yours.
Pretty good explanation for why this Master Ares keeps sending sand people out to attack us.
That's the Jedi I'm looking for. Where is he?
Another Jedi? Damn it, Delk. Why do you keep leading them here?
Listen here. We've already lost too much to that Master What's-His-Face and his army of sand people.
So why don't you just leave here quiet-like and don't cause any more trouble?
I don't want trouble. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm sorry, Jedi, but our trust is a bit worse for the wear at this point.
Well, Master Ares was nice enough when he came through asking to study the sand people.
But ever since we pointed him to their camp, you could set your chrono by their attacks. We got nothing left.
The Sand People are your enemies, not me.
You suggesting we go out there and attack the Sand People? You want us to get killed?
Then tell me where Master Ares is so I can stop him. It's your only chance.
You know it's true, Malcolm.
Okay, fine. Seems we don't have a choice. I'll draw you a map, but I still don't trust you. I'll warn you, though. Master Ares did something to these sand people. They're stronger, faster than any we've seen.
Well, I think I know where that is. I'll get some gear together and meet you out there. Maybe provide backup.
You have my gratitude.
Still can't believe the Master Ares I worked with is the same guy who's causing so much trouble.
Rowan, Jedi, you're about to witness it. After weeks of work, finally, an end to the darkness. These people, these marvelous, marvelous specimens have been tested, no, purified, in the crucible of Tatooine's harsh environs. They alone are the hope of the galaxy. Their strength, their society is the blueprint of our salvation.
What do you mean, blueprint?
They are simple, but long after the Empire and the Republic are gone, these people will remain. Their culture is built around strength. They cut the weak away like a societal cancer. Don't you see? It's the only way.
The Jedi Order has a responsibility, to weak and strong alike.
How can I make you understand? They are the ultimate warriors purified by hardship. We must follow their example and cut away everything that would make us weak in the face of our adversaries. The frail, the diseased.
You're not thinking straight. Now, look, I'm sick, Ares. You gonna cast me out too?
I have no choice. We must fortify the Republic with its strongest members and send this army of light out against the darkness.
An army of light that neglects the weak is no longer light.
You fools! To oppose me is to reveal your own weakness. You will be cast out. No, wait. Before you strike the killing blow, listen to me. I hear Lord Vivicar's voice. I've failed him, just as I failed my old friend Porcanus when he died.
Why does everyone mention Porcanus?
I don't know, but I keep thinking about our first mission, our ill-fated mission to Malachor III. We were all weak. We all came under the thrall of the dark side. We did things we regretted, but Porcanus was our strength. As we tried to escape, I fell behind, and he ran back to save me. He became trapped. We had to leave him. It was my weakness that killed him.
It's hard to lose a friend like that, but you have to move on.
I'm trying to. That is the purpose of this project. Think about it. The Jedi Order spends so much time protecting the helpless and caring for the sick when we could be fighting the Empire. You must kill me. I was weak on Malachor III, and I'm weak now. But you must take my findings before the Council. Promise me that.
Let's see how you feel once Lord Vivicar no longer has a hold on you.
What? What was that? He's gone. Somehow you've driven Lord Vivicar away. I no longer hear his voice. I almost wish you hadn't done that.
Of all the ungrateful, impudent... This Jedi saved your life.
Lord Vivicar twisted my mind, and I'm glad to be free of him. Still, my discovery remains. From these Sand People, I have learned the key to building the unstoppable army. I feel I must bring these findings to the Republic, yet I can't shake this feeling that some truths are best left buried in the sand.
Using this information would mean the sacrifice of every good the Republic stands for.
You're right. These records are no more. Thank you for your guidance, and for saving me from Vivicar's grasp.
Well, Jedi, I'm glad Master Ares is alive and his own self. Best get back to Anchorhead myself. Sandrot's acting up and, well, frankly, sort of miss Darth Nurse's hollering.
Watch yourself while I'm gone.
Yeah, I've gotten by okay this far. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing, Jedi. Hope you find this Lord Vivicar.
Master Ares has reported back to the Council. Good work. He speaks of discoveries on Tatooine. We intend to hear his full report when he returns to Coruscant. Did you discover anything more about the Plague Master, this Lord Vivicar?
Master Ares seemed to think that Vivicar was why he kept remembering Malachor III and his friend Parcanis.
A connection between the events on Malachor III and our current circumstances is clearly forming. The Council will continue its own investigation into the matter. Meanwhile, hurry to Alderaan. So long as Lord Vivicar has control of even one master, he will grow in power.
As you say.
Good. Do not delay. Every wasted moment works in Lord Vivicar's favor.
Master Satil, come in. We've arrived at Carrick Station. Brief us on the situation.
So few have answered my call, but time is not our ally. We must act quickly. A Mandalorian clan attacked and hijacked our warship Alderaan while it was undergoing refit at the Fondor shipyards. They're using the vessel to raid defenseless Outer Rim systems.
I don't recognize that starship's designation. Someone famous?
Alderaan was a great Jedi who sacrificed himself at the Battle of Bothawi. The Republic honors his memory, but the Mandalorians are disgracing it. The Raiders are a group of rogue Mandalorians from an especially militant clan called Varad. They've broken away from the Empire and Mandalore's leadership. Clan Varad is also attacking Imperial planets, and the Empire wants revenge. Fortunately, its fleet has been unable to destroy the Alderaan.
Do we have any idea where the Mandalorians are headed?
Long-range scouts found the Alderaan at a remote refueling depot. Unfortunately, Imperials have also discovered this location. Republic spies just intercepted a coded transmission sent to the Imperial Grand Moff by a Sith Lord named Darth Malgus. The news isn't good.
Mandalore scouts have tracked their rebellious brethren to the Tamarin sector. An Imperial strike team is on its way to board Clan Varad's vessel. We will terminate the traitors, capture the Republic's warship, and add it to the Empire's arsenal.
The Alderaan must not be captured by the Empire. We need its shield and weapons technology for our own defense.
What do you know about Lord Mashface? He seemed friendly.
Darth Malgus is a deadly and resilient foe. I faced him when the Sith Empire first returned to Republic space. He killed my master. Our only hope is to board the Alderaan, defeat Clan Varad, and fly back to Coruscant before Darth Malgus' agents beat us to it.
Imperial forces are used to having Mandalorians for support, not adversaries. Our foes will be at a disadvantage.
That may be, but your fight will be much harder against two enemies. Better to get there first. I'm leading an attack fleet to your target's coordinates. Our ships will distract the Mandalorians so you can safely board the Alderaan. Your assault shuttle is waiting in the station docking bay. May the Force be with you.
The Elusis was returned safely to Coruscant, Master Satil. Clan Varad no longer...
Damage those Mandalorians inflicted will take time, but the Elusis will now assist that process. The SAS intercepted another transmission from Darth Malgus to the Grand Moff. I thought you should see it.
The Republic showed unanticipated initiative. Our inability to secure their warship for the Empire is regrettable, but the rebellious Mandalorians were punished. I am gathering intelligence on the Republic agents who destroyed Clan Varad. Such formidable opposition must be dealt with.
Sounds like we just went to the top of the Empire's to-kill list.
We know the Empire has spies in Republic space. They'll be tracking your activities. Judging by his transmission, Darth Malgus is determined to make examples of you. Take extra precautions. Thank you for your service. You saved many lives today. May the Force be with you.
Jedi, the Council is pleased to see you've arrived on Alderaan. Until recently, Alderaan was a part of the Republic. Today, it's on the brink of collapse. Shortly after seceding, both the Queen and the heir to the Alderaanian throne were assassinated. A usurper, Boris Ulgo, stepped into power, setting off a civil war.
I assume one of the Jedi Masters is here?
Master Sidoni Garen, one of the Jedi Order's finest strategists and diplomats, dropped out of contact briefly while on Alderaan. She's made contact since, but was evasive about her silence. Master Sidoni is brokering a peace on Alderaan. If she is suffering from the plague, it could jeopardize the entire peace process.
I won't let that happen.
Master Sidoni was working with the head of House Organa's diplomatic corps, Hala Morgana. Find Master Sidoni and make sure she is well, that the peace process is not in jeopardy.
Welcome, Jedi. I'm Hala Morgana, head of House Organa's diplomatic corps, and this is my younger, more handsome brother, Lou.
Please, Hala, you do yourself an injustice. Your age gives you a stately difference.
If I wasn't wearing my extra years around my waist, I might agree. Now, Jedi, how can I help you?
I was told that you could put me in touch with Master Sidoni Garen.
Ah, yes, Master Sidoni. A truly remarkable woman. Well, you just missed her. She's at the Peace Summit. A peace summit on Alderaan. Imagine that. But I'll call her. The location of the summit is a secret for obvious reasons. But I'm sure she'd welcome your assistance.
Hala Morgana, I'm sorry, but I'm very busy right now. The summit is just getting underway.
I was hoping I could join you.
You're Master Yuan's student, aren't you? It's wonderful the Council sent you to assist me, but this is a very delicate process with no place for a Padawan.
I passed my trials, and I think the Council knows what it's doing.
Only official representatives of the houses may attend the summit. What would the other houses think if another Jedi from House Organa showed up? And I don't have time to debate. If you'll excuse me.
Master Sidoni, I'm sorry, Jedi. That's really not like her.
All the more reason why I need to get into that summit.
Yes, well, Master Sidoni said that only representatives can go. Unfortunately, Organa's representative is already there.
Hal, House Tyrol. You know, with the beautiful daughter. Couldn't our Jedi friend represent them?
Huh! My brother is a genius. House Tyrol is desperate for a representative, but the usurper Ulgo destroyed their hopes. If you could help them defend themselves against their enemies and return them to glory, I'm sure they'd make you their delegate.
Hopefully House Tyrol can find use for me.
I'm sure they will. They are in dire straits.
You'll find Lord Tyrol in his house's last holdings, an enclave near Ulgo lands and Killik nests. I will let them know you're coming.
And beware the Killiks. Those insect men have terrible tempers.
Uwana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka matuske. Buka kambak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
Are you Lord Tyrol? I'm here to become your delegate to the Peace Summit.
Jedi, yes. Organa told me you'd be coming, but, well, this is... well, it's complicated. The whole house needs to approve a new delegate, and, well, they say they won't approve a stranger.
She may be a stranger, but she's a Jedi. I should think you'd be grateful for her assistance.
Yes, of course, but House Terral has fallen so hard, we don't even have the strength to hope. It will take more than my word to convince them.
It is my privilege as a Jedi to serve House Terral in whatever way I can.
Really? Well, all right then. After our original delegate was murdered and Ulgo drove us back into this hole, I'd almost given up hope myself.
Just tell the Jedi our plan, Father.
Right. House Terral's current position is precarious. Our enemy, House Ulgo, seeks our destruction. Their army is at our gate. House Terral needs a strong ally if we are to survive. We need House Organa.
An alliance with Organa seems doable.
We had hoped so. We proposed a marriage alliance to House Organa. My daughter Fasha would marry Lou Organa.
But House Terral is weak, and powers within Organa. Fear we'd drag them down with us.
We need to prove to Organa that House Terral can defend itself against its enemies.
If you can defend yourself, do you really need an alliance?
We only need to defend ourselves for a short time to win the confidence of our prospective allies. As I've said, House Ulgo's forces are at our gates, threatening to drive us out of our last holding. But Ulgo's commanding general, Astor Vox, is a mercenary with a loose definition of loyalty. If we can reach him, turn him, we can break the siege.
I will begin negotiations with Astor Vox immediately.
We have no time to waste. I will contact House Organa the moment I hear that the siege is broken.
I've come representing House Terral. They want you to give up this siege and join them.
Well, isn't this a surprise? The Jedi have decided to involve themselves in Alderaanian politics. You must be pretty sure of yourself to walk into a room of highly trained commandos. But you should know that I don't do business with just anyone.
My word is good, as is House Terral's.
I'm sure it is, but that's not my concern. The battlefield is the only true test of a person's worth. War, bloodshed, these are the fires and forges of greatness. I only negotiate with my equals. Besides, my men are itching for sport. Best a pack of my warhounds, and we'll talk.
You'd best keep your promise.
Excellent. I've not had the pleasure of seeing a Jedi in action. Release the dogs. What do you think, boys? That was a little too easy, wasn't it?
Aye. Let's see a real challenge.
I trusted in the Force to see me through.
I'm sure you did. Not that I expected anything less from a Jedi. Those dogs were old, weren't they, boys? You need to do better than defeat a pack of geriatric mutts. No, you need a real challenge. What'll it be, boys?
Droids! Droids! Droids!
Droids it is, then. These are the best Ulgo has. Beat them, and we'll talk.
They'll fall just as easily as the dogs.
Droids! Activate attack protocols. Target Jedi. Excellent, excellent. I like your form, Jedi. But I'm not entirely convinced yet. Sure, you can beat a couple of dumb machines, but what about Ulgo's finest warriors? Smart, fast, highly trained, and hardened by battle. On my honor, this is the last time. Beat my champions, and we'll talk.
I trust you will keep your word this time.
On my honor. Now, boys, show this Jedi what you're made of. Most impressive, Jedi. I didn't think House Terral had the resources left to recruit such a powerful ally. No hard feelings. If you knew how many fools come by offering me jobs.
Everyone needs to be tested every now and again.
Exactly. What makes us strong? Let me guess. House Terral would like me to stand down the army that's at their gates and perhaps join them?
It's either that or I run you through with my lightsaber.
If that was your intent, you'd have done it already. You can tell House Taral that my answer is yes. It's been fun working for House Ulgo, but there's no glory in working for the biggest army on the planet. I'll call off my troops and meet with Lord Taral immediately. Don't worry, I know the way.
Jedi, thank goodness I've reached you. There's good news and bad news. The good news is everyone's heard how you impressed Astor Vox and broke the siege, including Organa. They've agreed to the marriage alliance. Now the bad news. Lou Organa has been kidnapped.
Then we have to get him back.
Exactly. The kidnappers were from Ulgo's ally, House Rist, Alderaan's most deadly assassins. An Organa-Taral alliance would be disastrous to Ulgo. They must have ordered Rist to kidnap Lou Organa to stop the alliance.
So let's get an army together and attack Ulgo.
No, we can't do that. The entire peace summit will collapse, and with it, our hopes for an alliance. But if you're able to rescue Lou Organa on House Taral's behalf, we can still prevent a battle and secure our alliance.
I will do my utmost.
I have come to expect nothing less. Rist's assassins are uncanny, and you'll be going right into their nest. Be careful, but hurry. We need to beat the Organa attack, or everything falls apart.
Jedi! Thank goodness. I thought they were going to kill me. House Taral sent you, didn't they? They called about an alliance. I was riding to meet them and... well, thank goodness you're here.
Do you know what reason Rist had for kidnapping you?
No idea. Maybe something to do with the alliance? I was going to meet with House Taral to discuss the marriage alliance, when these assassins swooped in and knocked me off my Thranta. I woke up here. But were they trying to prevent the alliance? Who would want to do that?
Ulgo has the most to lose if House Taral becomes powerful again.
Well, yes, but that's what's strange. They never mentioned Ulgo. As I lost consciousness, they were talking about Master Sidoni. But how could she be involved? It has to be a frame job. It must be.
I believe Master Sidoni is very ill. But if I can get to the summit, I hope to help her.
I just want to trust Master Sidoni. I'm sorry. My head. I still get these pains from the fall. I can't leave here until I know if Master Sidoni was involved. The kidnappers used to go into the other room to contact their employer. I'm sure we'll find a comm device there. We just need to see who they've been calling.
I told you, I can't. Oh, Jedi, I appreciate your desire to help, and I will be sure to praise your zeal to Master Yuan. But I am extremely busy right now. I can't afford interruptions.
You hired the assassins who kidnapped Lou Organa. Why?
I would be careful about making such outrageous accusations against a Jedi Master. Now, if you'll excuse me, Jedi, I have very important work to do.
Wait, Master Sidoni! I don't understand. What was her frequency doing here?
I assure you, Master Sidoni's not herself.
Should she be leading the summit, then? She could do something terrible. Please, I need to get out of this place. My head is killing me, and I keep looking over my shoulder expecting more assassins. I'll see that the Organa-Taral alliance is finalized, and that you get to the summit.
I don't understand. Why would you want to risk it?
Lord Taral, without risk, there can be no glory. The only way to avoid risk is to avoid war. But that's not very effective or fun, is it?
No, I suppose it isn't. Ah, Jedi, welcome back. General Vox and I were just discussing strategy. We haven't stood this proud since our house was young and building its first alliance with House Pantir. Thank you, Jedi.
The Jedi way is to serve.
You have our gratitude. Lou Organa and my daughter Fasha are getting acquainted as we speak. I spoke with the rest of House Taral, and the decision was unanimous. You are our new delegate. Congratulations.
So how do I get to the summit?
Well, that's something I'm not entirely clear on. I have the packet the last delegate was supposed to use, but I don't understand its contents. Some coordinates and a data spike. It appears that you need to go to those coordinates and do something with the data spike?
Excuse me then. I must get to the summit right away.
Just one moment, Jedi, if I may. we would like to ask one last thing. There will never be peace for House Taral as long as House Ulgo exists. If you're able to use your influence as a Jedi to convince the Summit to strip House Ulgo, ensure they never hold a title again, we'd show our gratitude.
I would be honored to assist you.
Thank you, Jedi. We very much appreciate all you've done. Good luck at the Summit. I hope you find Master Sidoni well, and that all goes smoothly.
Manchi doti puna kabuk nunis nemo.
If I can't go past you, I'll have to go through you.
Wonki atacha kapa tonka jisa picha.
So here it is, laid bare before you, the irrefutable evidence. House Ald has been conspiring against House Organa for years, preying on their good trust. House Thul is the reason the Pantir heir was assassinated, and House Ulgo is merely a puppet of House Rist.
Lies! All lies! There are holographic recordings, documents. You can't argue with hard evidence.
We trusted you. How dare you? You will meet our armies on the field of battle.
Please, everyone. There must be another way besides war.
Calm down. My brother's murder went unsolved for 20 years, and you expect me to sit across from his murderer and stay calm?
Just keep quiet, Jedi. I do this for the good of the galaxy.
This is not the way.
I am a strategist, Jedi, first and foremost. I live by variables and outcomes. I have calculated the future, and for the galaxy to have peace, there must be war on Alderaan. I will not be shaken from this course.
Let's not let this fall to violence.
No, this is it. The perfect, pure strategy.
You're a fouler liar than House Rist.
House Rist takes exception to that characterization. Murderer.
That was 30 years ago. We had an alliance.
House Organa has heard enough. It's clear to us that there can be no other course but war.
This is a peace summit. You all sit down and make peace.
No. House Organa doesn't take kindly to being stabbed in the back.
Look who's high and mighty. We were kicked off Alderaan because you framed us.
Yes, and then you murdered the heir to the throne.
We didn't murder anyone. Rist did.
Yes, Rist put that usurper on the throne, but you ordered the hit.
Usurper? Our reign is as legitimate as any other.
That's really not helping things right now.
This isn't your fight, Jedi.
But it's convenient that Organa would make an alliance with House Taral in time for you to show up.
Yes, this is just another betrayal. This is why there can be no peace.
She's manipulating you. This war won't help Alderaan.
Jedi, if you will not agree to be silent, then I will silence you myself. The darkness is coming, Jedi. War must rage on Alderaan for 50 years, and only then can we put an end to the darkness. But you haven't won yet. Once you're out of the way, I'll make them see. No, I won't fail. Not again. I'm so sorry, Parkanis. I failed you. I tried to keep the darkness from coming, but I failed.
You're not the first person to mention Parkanis.
It's my fault Parkanis died. Malachor III. I miscalculated. He had to be left behind. He died because of me. Vivicar! My head! Please, I can't block out his voice any longer. You must kill me to silence him.
Do you know who Lord Vivicar is? Or where he is?
I don't know. I can't see into his head, but he can see into mine. Please, Jedi, you have to free me. You have to kill me.
It's not time for you to die.
Jedi. What? How did you... I don't understand. My mind is clear again. And you're... weak. Will you be all right? What did you do?
It's a shielding ritual. It should keep Lord Vivicar's voice out of your head for a while.
Thank you, Jedi. I only hope the sacrifice wasn't too great. For a while, I thought I was able to block Lord Vivicar's voice from my mind. If you hadn't been there with your calm sense, I don't know what would have happened.
Master Sia will be wondering how you are.
I will contact the Jedi Council. I'm sure they'll want a full explanation.
I think I can safely speak for all present when I say that the Summit applauds your efforts.
Indeed. But I have to say, Jedi, I'm at a loss as to how to proceed from here.
Let there be a truce, and let the Summit reconvene at a later date to work on a formal peace agreement.
The Summit will reconvene at a later date to discuss the details of a peace agreement. Thank you again, Jedi.
Jedi, I hear the Summit has agreed to continue peace talks.
Thankfully, the delegates saw reason.
Thankfully indeed. We all owe a debt of thanks to you and Master Sidoni. My only regret is there's no talk of removing House Olgo's noble status and lands once the war's over.
I didn't want to risk undoing the peace by inciting another conflict.
That was probably the wisest course. I just can't feel safe as long as Olgo commands an army. But what am I saying? House Toral is far safer now with peace in view and Organa as an ally than we ever were. And I have you to thank.
I must be going now.
You've done House Toral an invaluable service. I hope you will come visit us again.
Master Sidoni just checked in. She seems well, but very frustrated with herself. She reports that you were able to prevent war from breaking out on Alderaan, however. You've once again done very good work in a tense situation, Jedi.
Master Sidoni certainly didn't make it easy.
This plague has such a devastating effect on even the most capable Jedi. Tell me, did you learn anything new about the Plague Master, Lord Vivicar?
She told me he was in her head, influencing her actions.
I see. Master Sidoni was the last of the Lost Masters, and yet Vivicar still eludes us. Return to us here on Tython immediately, and we will discuss what you have learned. Lord Vivicar cannot remain hidden forever.
You summoned me, Master Sia.
Welcome home.
I wish we could greet you with better news.
Despite using every avenue available to us, we are no closer to finding Lord Vivicar.
Actually, I believe we are. A common thread binds all the plague victims. The loss of Parkanis Tark at Malachor III. Vivicar's influence forced the sick masters to relive their failures on Malachor. This is revenge. Personal revenge. Only one man would have that much anger and pain. The man who was left behind. I believe Lord Vivicar is Parkanis Tark.
Jedi, Parkanis is dead.
Far from it, Jarek. Yuan? I told those Padawans to keep an eye on you. You must rest.
No. My pupil, my fellow Jedi, deserves to hear the truth about Malachor.
You're ill, Master Yuan. Don't speak more than you have to.
Malachor III isn't just strong in the dark side. The planet is the resting place of the Sith Lord, Terak Moraj. Our work on Malachor woke Moraj's spirit. One by one we fell under his power. The things we did still haunt me.
The Noeticons on Coruscant said that Terak Morhage originally created the plague.
Then I've been punished appropriately. We paid a terrible price to break free of him. Parkanis was the youngest and weakest. We had to abandon him to Malachor's darkness. His sacrifice allowed the rest of us to escape. But it seems he survived and has taken Morridge's dark path.
You couldn't have predicted this.
I must make amends. I have a plan to help you find Vivicar. If the plague created a link between my mind and his, your shielding ability may allow me to use that link to find him.
No. You're already weak from the plague, Yuan. This could kill you.
Vivicar won't get the chance. I'll be between him and my master.
It's our best chance to find Vivicar.
Very well, Yuan. But we will monitor the ritual, and your former Padawan must stay at your side.
Thank you, CEO. I will go to the meditation chamber to prepare. Please meet me there when you're ready. Thank you for coming. I have made all the preparations for the ritual to find Lord Vivicar. I plan to create a connection between us, using your shielding ability. If it was Parkanis, this should work. Drawing on your strength, I will invert the link between myself and Vivicar, and use it to sense his location.
Don't expose yourself to Lord Vivicar's influence longer than necessary.
I won't, for your sake as well as mine. There are risks. For one, the shielding you gave me on Coruscant will be severed. I don't know what will happen then. It's possible I could die once your shield is gone.
You must resist, Master Yuan. Don't give Vivicar another victory.
With your strength to sustain me, we will do what we can. No matter what happens, you must give me as much time as possible. Reversing the link may be a long process. Let us begin. Yes, it's working. I can feel his mind, and I can feel
She can feel the power that she's challenging. There is no hope. Jedi, you don't look as strong as you did last time we spoke. Yuan has drained your strength and made herself vulnerable to me. Still arrogant and reckless.
You can't possibly fathom how much I will enjoy destroying you.
No, Jedi. Your interference ends here and now. See how Yuan's will crumbles before mine. Fitting that two of my enemies will destroy each other.
It worked. Listen. Lord Vivicar, he's out in deep space on some sort of vessel. Here, take the coordinates. He's surrounded himself with defenses. Send this. It's his code. It will give you time to get aboard. No, the darkness. Vivicar's will is too strong. I can't hold on. Please kill me. End it now.
I won't let that darkness touch you.
The darkness. It's gone. But you look exhausted. You have sacrificed so much for me.
It's the Jedi way.
I must rest. Please, go to Master CEO and the Council. They should hear of what we've learned.
The ritual was a success. Lord Vivicar is out in uncharted space. But he knows I'm coming.
Now only your shielding talent can stop him.
You've shown great fortitude and saved your master despite the odds. But Lord Vivicar will have made preparations, and he still has his greatest weapon, the plague.
If that's his best weapon, he'll get a shock if he tries to use it on me.
Go to the coordinates quickly, before Vivicar strikes back. And Jedi, may the Force be with you.
wasn't sure if you'd be foolish enough to come aboard, Jedi. But I can sense your presence.
Let's see if you handle a lightsaber as well as you talk.
You are blinded by the light side. You can't understand what you face. Come to me, Jedi. I'll show you how light can be snuffed out. Tell me, Jedi, what was it like, letting your life force drain away to shield a stranger from me? How did it feel?
Indulge me first. Tell me how it felt to fail miserably.
I cannot fail. In fact, I've already won. You will understand soon, if you live that long.
Your power and tactics have got you this far, Jedi, but no further. This battle was decided before you stepped aboard.
There's nowhere left to run, Vivicar. And no more lackeys to do your fighting.
They've served their purpose, delaying you. My plague isn't just a disease. It siphons power from its victims. With the proper rituals, that power can be channeled. Soon, the combined strength of your masters will make me the most powerful Force adept who has ever lived.
If you love the Force so much, prepare to become one with it.
You can't defeat me, Jedi. This face, this Vivicar, he is just another skin to be shed. Parkanus offered himself to me on Malachor III to crush the order that destroyed us. He embodied my spirit.
I am no lost Jedi, no ordinary Sith Lord. I am Tarak Morage.
A Jedi healer put you down once. Now I can finish what he began.
No one can oppose me. I am beyond flesh, beyond death.
I will crush you, Jedi, and your shattered body will fuel my rebirth!
Impressive, Jedi. You might even have triumphed, but my victory is already complete. My plague has spread farther than you can imagine. Jedi Masters across the galaxy are succumbing to it as I speak. The plague binds these Masters to me. Hundreds of them. The heart and soul of your order.
Free those masters, Morhage. Now!
And if I refuse, will you cut us down? Kill me, and you will kill every master I have ever infected. Everyone. Shielded or not, they are still bound to me. But what choice do you have? You cannot let me live, and I am deathless. Your shielding talent cannot harm me. You've lost.
No matter what, Parkanus will be freed from you, Morhage.
No! This body is mine! Damn you, Jedi! When my strength returns, no matter the years, I will destroy you.
still alive. You spared me. My mind is clearer now. But it was your duty to kill me and destroy Morge.
Too many Jedi have been lost already, including Parkanis Tark.
Yes, Parkanis was lost. But perhaps he deserves another chance. I cannot return to the Order. But Tython has its hidden places, its forests. I could find peace there. I could go home. But first, Jedi, listen. Take this warning in exchange for my life. You can't trust the Order, or the Republic. You may be their heroine now, but they will abandon you too. Remember that.
We felt it. A massive shift in the Force. The Masters you saved have reported a sudden improvement in their condition. The plague is over, thanks to you. And I sent Parkanis Tark for the first time in many years. How can that be?
When he comes back to Tython, he can answer all your questions.
We persuaded the Republic to divert a starship to your location, just in case. The crew can bring Vivicar back to us. Thank you for all you have done. The Jedi Order owes its survival to you. Please, return to us on Tython. We wish to thank you in person, and we have a special reward for you.
We've been awaiting your return. Please, step forward.
You have saved untold lives through your defeat of Lord Vivicar and the destruction of the plague.
There's a title reserved for the most prestigious among us, whose wisdom and skill safeguard the galaxy. It hasn't been bestowed in thousands of years.
But you have proved worthy. Now, the Council names you Barsanthor, Warden of the Order.
I will do all I can to live up to this honor.
I never imagined your potential would take you so far.
And not a moment too soon. We have need of you. We have received word that the Republic is facing a new threat.
I'll destroy anything and everything that threatens the Republic.
We need time to prepare a war council. The Supreme Chancellor himself will be attending.
Take time to rest. And you should record your journey in the Jedi archives. History must know of your actions. Return to us when you feel ready. For now, the entire Order will know there is a new Barsanthor among us.
We hunt side by side, Quaizen. Whatever my score, you share it. This is Carrick Station on Emergency Response Corps priority frequency. Master Satil, do you read us?
Excellent. You've arrived just in time. The people of Cademimu are being held hostage by a criminal despot. Governor Chornorov was under investigation for corruption. He was about to be arrested by Republic officials when he declared his planet's independence.
Politicians usually need voters on their side for something like that.
The governor enacted emergency powers and imposed martial law. The people of Cademimu have no say in this. Chonarov was able to seize power because of the Republic's missile arrays stored on his world, and the criminal army he's amassed. After separatist forces were crushed on Ord Mantell, Governor Chonarov secretly offered their leaders and surviving troops asylum on Cademimu.
Forgive my ignorance, Master, but I'm unfamiliar with Ord Mantell's political situation.
Ord Mantell is fighting a civil war against violent separatists funded and trained by the Empire. But that isn't our primary concern. The missiles produced on Cademimu are supposed to supply planetary defense batteries along the Selenon Spur, a major trade route. Those worlds now lie vulnerable. Governor Chonarov has commandeered enough Republic planetary-level weapons that a large-scale invasion is impossible. The missile arrays would destroy our capital ships in orbit.
A lone strike team could slip past those planetary defenses. That's why we're here.
I need you to restore the planet's defenses to Republic control. That will mean defeating Governor Chonarov's elite separatist guards. A stealth-equipped assault shuttle is standing by. Your landing zone will be Cademimu's capital industrial sector, close to the missile arrays.
I'll be there shortly.
There is one last detail. Governor Chonarov is merely a corrupt politician. His private army's leader, General Ortal, is a mass murderer. Ortal sent thousands of innocent Ord Mantellians to their death. If you encounter that war criminal, bring him to justice. Hurry to Cademimu before the remaining missile defenses come online and our window of opportunity closes. May the Force be with you.
Master Satele, this is reporting. What's the situation on Cademimu?
Better than we hoped, thanks to you. Governor Chonarov was captured and his separatist allies are surrendering to our forces.
We won't have to worry about further violence. That's good for everyone.
The people of that world have suffered enough, and you spared them for more. Not only did you liberate Cademimu, you thwarted an Imperial invasion. We detected an enemy fleet dropping out of hyperspace at the system's edge. When the Imperials saw we commanded Cademimu's missile defenses, they retreated. Had they captured that world, dozens of systems would have been threatened.
Maybe the governor planned to join the Empire.
Chonarov would never have turned over power, but it's possible his separatist friends had other plans. It will be some time before Cademimu's government is restored. Until then, we'll maintain the peace. Enjoy your respite from the fighting. I'll be in touch. May the Force be with you.